Welcome everybody to my Rlcs Major 1 tier list of teams, and these are only teams that are actually going to the major. So there's only 16 teams here for you, 4 NA, 2 SSA, 2 META, 2 OCE, 1 SSA, 1 APAC. So we're just gonna go from left to right. Actually, we're gonna start with the obvious ones. K, whoa, K Corp C S. They triple crowned EU. They're so dominant, you know. They're No one else is gonna put them other than S. So Furia, the number one coming out of Sam, and I'm gonna explain what tier lists are to me. S is like the favorite to win it. S is like the favorite to win it. A is like favorites to win it or top four, like top four or top two contenders. B is like a top eight contender, I feel like. And then C is 2 or 3 matches, 1 or 3 matches maybe. And then D, I just don't think they're gonna do anything this major. So that's how I'm kind of basing my predictions off here, or my tier list off here. And we're gonna put Sam in B tier. I'm really excited to see what Furia does. With them going against my team, Luminosity, first round. We'll see how that plays out. But I'm gonna have them B tier. As I feel like they could make a top 8 run if they get a good Swiss. So, Complexity, the 2 seed out of Sam. Sam is such a weird one. They play so quick and mechy. So, like, they have really high peaks. So, I'll put the beta now, but I might change that later. Gentlemates, I'm gonna skip that for now. We're gonna do Elevate. I think that's a D. They don't do anything. They are an APAC. I feel like they could get one win. Maybe they might squeeze one win out, but I doubt it. Limitless, also D tier. I think these teams might go 0-3, possibly even worse. I feel like these teams might go 0-3, maybe 1-3, but I highly doubt it. We're gonna Gentlemates now, actually. Gentlemates could go either A or B. I would put them B now as the 4 seed. They looked really good first regional. They kind of fell off afterwards. Maybe that's gonna hinder them in this major as they've been in a sharp decline. So we're gonna get the B for now. I'm gonna put them in B tier as well behind Gentlemates. They can make a really good run if they get a good switch stage. There's a lot of teams that I feel like could make a top 8. The top 8 is really open from like the 6th best team to like the 12th best team. They could all make a top 8 realistically. KCP, they look really good for an OCE team, but it's also OCE, so I'm gonna put them in C. So I think I go 2-3 at best. I don't see them making top 8. I see them going 1-3 realistically. We got G2. We're gonna put them in A tier. I really hope G2 does really good this major. I could see them top 4. I could see them in championship. Those are the two I'm really hoping for. They are a really good team. They play really fast. They're all really mechanical. So I really am excited to watch them. Rule 1, I'm going to put them in C as well. They are the 2 out of MENA. They've gotten destroyed by Falcons every regional. I really love the Rule 1s. I really love Rule 1. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see them making a top 8. I see them going 2-3 possibly. They could squeeze out a top 8 run, but I just don't see that happening. Power, I'm gonna go with high D as well. High D or low C. We'll keep them in low D. They've gotten destroyed by Pioneers, and Pioneers are an IC team in my eyes. So Power, I see two of these 3 teams will go in 3. Depends on how they get matched up. I don't see anyone else being on 3 except one of these 3 teams. Gen G. We're gonna put them A tier behind G2. as they are just so dominant and beating G2 in the last regional, which could do a good start into the major, and they could play extremely well and become the Major One champions again. Uh, so I'm really excited to see that team. Falcons. We're gonna put them. We're putting them in A as well. I think they're such a good team, and I really love the Twins. I see them as a top four. Like the worst they should do is a top eight, depending if they perform and they get a good matchup against their first round. Um, but I see a top four easily for the Falcon boys. Luminosity. Now this is a hard one because I have bias because I really love this Luminosity team, and it's my team. OG and LG are my two dogs. I'm gonna put them. Oh, they're hard because I see them either going 2 or 3 in Swiss. They're gonna make round 5 Swiss. They always do. They always go round 5 in Swiss. Um, and it just depends if they pull through that last round or don't, which could really differ on which to put them in. And I'll put them in B above complexity. I feel like this would be such a good matchup for the first round, but Furia could have Luminosity beat as a 3NA, but I could see it going either way. So I would put them right next to each other, and I'm gonna have OG ahead of Furia and Luminosity. BDS and Vitality. I am going to put BDS and S tier. I know I might get hate for that, but with the rookie nerves of Drawley, that first regional, like they got reverse swept by K Corp, and I feel without that reverse suit they'd be put up way higher than what they usually are. Uh, and I feel like with that nerves out of the way with the first regional, it is the first LAN, but I feel like BDS can be such a good monster team. They are also favorites. I believe they are worthy to be put with S tier as well, behind K Corp. And we're gonna do Vitality, A tier, very high A tier, above G2. I still feel like these top 3 EU teams are better than G2 and Gen G, but I could see Gen G being slipped up here, and I really want to see G2 place top 2. I really want to see them in championship. Don't get me wrong there. I just feel like these 3 teams are just so dominant in EU. But G2, I'm tempted to put them above Vitality, just for some spice, but I'm gonna keep it there, play a little safe. Um, I'm gonna knock complexity down. No, I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna keep them there. So I have K-Corp BDS as the favorites to win it. Those two I think are gonna make the championship as long as they don't end up on the same side of the bracket. And then I have the top 4 contenders: Vitality, G2, Gen G, Falcons. I feel like any of these teams can make top 4. Kind of depends on who shows up and what bracket they get decided on. So I got those. B tier, I see these are the top 8 contenders. People are trying to make a run for the playoffs. Gentleman's OG, Furia, LG, even Complexity maybe. I feel like they could all make a run. And C tier, I see these teams going 2 or 3, maybe 1 or 3, probably 2 or 3 at best. Rule 1 and KCP. I really would love to see Rule 1 go to the playoffs. I really love that team, but I don't see it happening. And the 2 teams I feel like going 0 and 2, and one of these people will go 1 and 3 depending on who they play. So, but that is all for my RLCS tier list. Let me know if you agree with me and if you think this is terrible. And I think this is completely wrong and you should move Vitality up, BDS down, G2 down. You know, let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching all the way through. It really means a lot. And thank you guys for watching.